10-2.
V6. Oh, where's your 10-11 at?
Which ones?
Okay. I'm playing my game right
Force
now.
97 is 10-13s.
I'll come get you when I'm ready.
You need additionals?
Okay.
Not too sure.
Want to be 97 to the 1013 plus one ride along.
Yeah, there's nothing at the 10-13s. It's code 4.
One plus one civilian ride along is back tonight.
I got your gauntlet going towards the pillbox. High rate speed again, but I'm currently in a 1011. He's in the Legion Square region.
10-4, 355 plus 1, we're 97.
No, at least 1011 is going to be code 4.
It's not the same vehicle.
Have the car, he's heading northbound in Elgin. He made a left. He's going to be heading westbound right now on Occupation Avenue.
10-4. 381 plus
Making
one
in-
civilian ride along is 97.
He made left, heading southbound Las Lagunas Boulevard. We're going for the freeway, making a jump. We're jumping right after him. We're going to be heading westbound Del Perro Freeway.
He's going 1042, be safe, catch him.
Heading westbound, opposite lane of travel now. Making a U-turn. He's going to be heading onto the on-ramp of La Puerta Freeway. Heading southbound La Puerta Freeway, the off-ramp right now. Going to be taking the off-ramp of La Puerta Freeway. Nope, connecting back onto La Puerta Freeway southbound, opposite lane of travel. Westbound on, okay, taking the off-ramp, left, southbound, Dutch London Street. On travel, eastbound, Dutch London Street right now. We're going eastbound, Dutch London Street. Made a left, northbound right now on, still Dutch London, yep. Now left, westbound, Carson Avenue.
380 plus
One
1
is
is attaching.
detaching. Civilian ride along flew out.
Oh, he flew out of the car.
You flew out of the car.
Stand
76.
346, any cadets or solo cadets who are interested in skills training, please make your way to the MRPD side parking lot. We are going to be getting started in about 6 minutes.
I don't think there's any cadets in the city at the moment, boss.
Step forward.
There's one.
Can I get that cadet to start the impound process on this black car?
Therefore.
A 5+1 gonna be 972 pillbox with 1 down suspect.
Three 1 plus 1 civilian ride along is back 10-8.
Alleys.
10-4.
355+1 gonna be 11015.
Allie, what's my plate say?
Fuck!
Somebody got caught slacking.
Turn it on now. Usually I'm not the one driving.
it's gonna be 97, is that 911 call?
81 is gonna be 97 to that 911 call also.
Three 1041, 10-8.
10-4. 41. 10-4.
.370, currently in a 1080 with a white four-door vehicle, white underglow, headed southbound Roy Lloydstein Boulevard. Making a right, going westbound Dutch London Street, passing Maze Bank Arena. Lost visual at this time, near the interchange by Dutch London Street near the Maze Bank Arena.
What's the description?
White SUV, white underglow. Last seen headed westbound Dutch London Street near Maze Bank Arena. Oh, I got eyes on it now, exiting off the highway, going southbound Dutch London Street, going incorrect lane to travel. I 1050'd off the highway here, lost visual at this time.
Then 2.
76.
76. Code 6, the airport.
A firm.
Tonight. 281 is going to be 97 to Toledo. There's been a couple house robberies. There might be another one, so I'm going to go ahead and head up that way.
Okay, full.
I have
370
plus
code
one
4,
civilian right
latest
along.
1080. .370 code 4, latest 1080, going back 10.8.
4.
Just going 1042. I'll see you guys later.
Take it easy.
Hit one is 23 to Toledo.
Do we have anyone available to take a civilian ride along?
I already have one.
346, I can take one in about 10 minutes.
Alright, sir, turn the vehicle off. Driver, can you turn the vehicle off? Whoa, 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 whoa. Step back inside the vehicle, sir. Step back inside the vehicle. Let's take a chill pill here, okay? We're just doing a little traffic stop, alright? 370 performing a 1011 westbound Power Street, right into the entrance of the Vinewood Hills area with one four-door blue-ish vehicle occupied one time. No additional 32 is required. Driver, can you roll down this window for me, young man? Driver, can you hear me? Everything all right? Hey, driver, is everything A-OK? You tell me, boss. Can you hear what I'm saying? Sir, step in at 1070 now, going eastbound on Power Street, headed back into the city down here. Sir, put your hands up. Put your hands up, sir.
3-4, it's gonna be 97 or 20.
Sir, please put your hands up, sir. Okay, we're headed in the back alleyways here. I can't fit through here, son of a gun. We're back behind the convenience store here. Up on Clinton Ave. He's possibly headed back to his vehicle right now, actually.
All the way up north.
Not all the way up north, just near the entrance of the hills.
Guess what? Where EMS is on.
10-4, we'll deal with it later. Thank you.
Chris is back in the city.
Currently lost visual on him. He's wearing a bowler hat and a tan suit. Last seen in the...
earlier.
Yeah, he's not saying much. His last seen in the alleyways behind the convenience store here on Clinton Avenue.
I'm 23 right now.
Hey, firm.
He didn't make contact back with his vehicle, correct?
No, it seems all the vehicles have disappeared up here now, except for mine, so...
Need additionals?
Negative.
4.
Oh, I put I paper.
We'll go and see you in a second, Chris.
So, okay.
What are we looking for up here?
The tan suit, bowler hat, gentleman rolling around in this area, running around in this area.
A green tie, last seen in the alleyway behind Clinton Ave convenience store here.
I go to MRP. I don't think he's on that car. I'm gonna go to MRPD and get Air 1 so I can get thermals.
A firm.
One is 97 back to the city, and then back to MRPD. I have to go 10-7 for like 15
380. 380 plus 1 civilian ride along, gonna be 10-8.
What's happening?
Air 1's 23. I have anything.
A firm. We'll call it code 4 then.
Actually, there might be somebody standing completely still. Stand by. Nah, it's just a blip. Never mind. It's just kind of scuffed.
10-4. .370 code 4 from the latest 1070 going back 10-8.
We comment or not comment?
370.97 to Pillbox.
One is going to be 10-7 for about 15 mics.
Yo, what the fuck, Nick? How
what's going on,
may
gentlemen?
we assist thy pleasanting of thy officer?
Well, Chris
Awesome.
called us here, so what you need,
Oh, I
Chris?
don't call him.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy's heart. What happened?
Chris called us over here.
No,
Chris?
I don't
Who's
call
Chris?
him.
Yeah, he said there's some dirty EMS here or something, right, Chris? What were you saying? They had RPGs or something?
Yo!
Huh?
Which one had RPGs?
Yo, no.
4-door
Yo, he's not here snitching.
compact vehicle on
Chris, just tell me who has the RPGs and we'll get rid of them.
What?
Okay.
What? B, we talked about.
RPGs, that's rocket-propelled grenades, okay? Just tell me who has it, and we'll take care of them, alright?
Oh. I didn't talk about. Who's the first one you gotta snitch on here?
Chris.
Chris has the RPGs?
Yeah, it's Chris. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I seen him on top of the helipad shooting them.
Oh, shooting them off,
civilians. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. I have gone that since.
Terrorism,
hell yeah.
Chris. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He wants to be just like Osama bin Laden. He said that's his
That's his idol.
Yep.
Yeah. That he had like some song playing too. It sounded like some like Top G theme.
Yeah. He wants to like bomb some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Last time I
what
checked,
bro's doing.
Chris.
Man.
Yep.
Anonymous call.
Chris.
Go
Officers,
up, no.
I'm not gonna lie, you might have to take this guy away. He's very terroristical.
Who
Who the fuck is playing Andrew Tate music?
Oh no.
Chris.
That's you,
Are you
Chris.
playing
What the
Andrew
fuck?
Tate music? That's against the law just by itself.
Hey, he's.
Yeah, that's an F5. That's an F5.
Okay, Chris.
me note this down.
What are we doing? Calling 911 before we fly out right out of Pillbox and think we wouldn't find out. You know Pillbox has cameras, right?
Let me note this
You're in a
down.
hospital.
I know that.
We triangulated your Wi-Fi on your cell phone and found out it was Chris, because Chris is the one that said it right before he flew out.
RPG.
I checked all these other SIM cards.
Terrorism.
No.
All right. Need to note this down.
No, not fucking fuck my head paper.
Yeah, what do you thought? You thought you can use You thought you were gonna use the free hospital government Wi-Fi and not get caught?
Right. Fuck
Let's see.
You didn't have VPN on or anything.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to use a VPN, Chris. What are you doing?
Oh God, you need to check out that NordVPN.
Yeah, the Nord.
Yeah,
Get
get on the
45%
proxy,
off.
you know, the MP5 hashtag, you know, a little bit on the side.
Gotta use all of it.
Yeah.
And if VPN's not enough, get a NFO.
Yeah, if not, get it by a UFO and just
Huh, sir?
not even be on Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
I mean, not,
1099.
huh?
I need a 71
Nah, Chris,
supervisor
come here, buddy.
in front of MRPD.
You're going
I'll
in,
go.
buddy.
I'll
37
go. I'll go.
10-4.
Oh, bullshit.
You're going in, buddy.
Bullshit.
Come on.
Downtown.
All right, Chris, put your hands up. Chris, put
Come
your hands
on,
up.
this chicken.
Dirty
Come
EMS, bro. Oh, officer, he gave me some coke earlier too,
Yo, okay.
and some codeine.
And he gave me codeine.
All right,
dude.
Chris. At this time, you have the right to remain
I know
silent.
that
Anything you say, you
motherfucker.
can be.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Come on, 4K.
Chris making
Shut the fuck it again.
Wi-Fi type shit.
And officer, everything that is going on, we put this on God. You know,
Okay,
I'm actually,
I'll write that in the report. It's all on God.
I
on
believe
God.
in a report, right? Oh, and never mind. Actually,
I put it on his boiler.
you know, let's see. Hamdulillah, okay?
Assalamu alaikum.
Just saying.
My brother.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Just
not.
put in the report, the answer that it's on God type shit. That's what they said.
It's
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
I promise
yeah.
I will come up there. Promise.
Yeah, Chris, I'm not gonna lie, buddy. You're going down for some years.
So go
Miles, what's your 20?
That KZ, bro, he gave me coke and he gave my man over here some codeine, bro. And he shot an RPG. Like, bro, how the fuck do you get one of those?
That's crazy.
Stop that. Stop.
Chris, I can't believe you shot an RPG.
Huh? What?
I can't believe you shot an RPG.
What's it called? RPG.
Rocket propelled grenade.
And how CD how rocket grenade? I cannot use a firearm. That. I know the trick.
Did someone call for Miles?
You get to walk back now, Chris. Aren't you excited?
Yes. I'm so not.
You want me to drive you back?
Yes.
Alright, I'll drive you back. So what did you really need us for there, Chris? What did you really need us
Nothing.
for?
I thought we said go up, go up, go up, go no. And I don't have it in my head. And look on my before my head, or go in my head. See 2 or 3 cop car, 4 cop car up airbox.
I gotcha.
They do.
Mm-hmm. $370 code 4 at pillbox going back 10-8.
Plus 1 civilian ride along is going to be 97 at MRPD. Sorry, 23.
Miles, could you come to PD for me, please?
I'm at PD.
Alright, driver, turn the engine off and you can roll down your driver and passenger side windows. 370 performing at 1011 Lower Northbound Power Street, right at the intersection of Integrity Way. It is a gray and beige Stafford vehicle, occupied at least 2 times. Can I get 1 additional unit, please, to Lower Power Street and intersection of Integrity?
355 is 97.
Just hang tight there, driver. Hang tight, alright?
38 plus 1 plus 1, civilian ride along going to be 10-8.
$220 on that 1011.
Lower power. Lower power.
10-4. Five plus 1 right along, show me attaching secondary on your 1011.
10-4. Hey, how we going today, driver?
I'm doing just fine, good sir.
Well, my name is Captain Cameron Dancer, sir. You know why we pulled you over today?
If I had to take a wild guess, well, it's not really a wild guess, it is a fact, I might have passed a red light.
Yeah, you might have been going real fast when you passed that red light, too. What do you think?
Well, to be fair, you see my friend right here, he's a mechanic, and I bought this, vehicle, when, 2 minutes before you pulled me. I was just, a little bit excited to go to LS Customs and just get my friend to work on it, really.
Okay, sir. Passenger, if you could step out of the vehicle just so that the driver can show me the registration of the vehicle, that'd be appreciated.
Alright, hold on, let me take my harness off.
No problem.
Oh, you put your harness on? What? Is this a Supra?
Whoa.
Yeah.
How fast were you planning on going, huh?
I always got it on me.
Alright.
Okay, driver, do you know how to show the registration for your vehicle?
If you could go through that for me again?
Yeah, you flex your F1 muscle.
Oh, there it is. View RC, right?
No, you want to show it to me.
Oh, okay, sorry.
View it so you can see it. You want to show it to me.
Yeah. Show RC. There it is.
All right. Mr. Laszlo, I'm not going to try to butcher your last name, okay?
Latvinov.
Latvinov, okay. I would not have said vehicle. I'll be walking to the...
So we're just gonna ignore that? That's crazy.
Hey, Hayes, you want to check out the vehicle that just fell down there?
Oh,
okay,
I didn't see that.
I'm going to walk to the rear of your vehicle, make sure the license plate doesn't match up with your registration, okay? At this time, you're not free to go yet, okay? Well, I gotta double check.
Sir, out of all the cars in the city, you really think we'd steal something like this?
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
I can even show you the buyer. He's a nice guy. I mean, the seller at PDM.
What are y'all code 664? We'd steal a slow car to get away from the police. Oh my god, they're calling for more. Oh my god. That's crazy.
Listen, to be fair, I think this is the most exciting thing they had for the day, okay?
Definitely not most exciting thing, guys. This is just, I've seen 2 guys, it's only me, so I called for some backup. That's all, That's all it was.
I'm joking.
So yeah, Laszlo, looks like everything does come clear back to your name and stuff like that. I do not show that you have been issued a citation yet, so I will be writing you just with a warning, okay? It will be a written warning, it'll be on your record, and as long as you
officer,
don't...
Can we not just kind of avoid that? Maybe a
974
verbal one
looks
will
to me
do.
to actually
Truly,
have a yellow four-door
I do understand what I
cannot.
did is a bit messed up,
sedan
truly,
currently on
but
San
it's just
Vito
kind of like the
Boulevard
excitement at that
northbound.
moment. That's about
One
it.
individual,
I
no
understand. You
direction
just gotta
is
contain your excitement. You know, the highway is the other way if you want to go speed.
It's done. Can we not just kind of let this slip through with just a verbal one? I appreciate it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a written warning. There's no fine or anything, but the next time someone pulls you over, there will be a fine included.
Yeah, don't you think that will kind of ruin my record? Because to be fair, I was considering joining the police force actually.
Well, you can join with a written warning. Okay, we've seen a lot of people join with the speeding ticket. Okay. Okay, sir. So yeah, Mr. Laszlo, I will be writing you a warning here.
All right. I mean, I do appreciate it. Well,
Just
nothing big.
you know, remember what the stop sign stands for. You know, come to a complete stop, look both ways, and you can cross through the intersection.
Yeah,
Same
most
with red lights. We treat them as stop signs. You don't have to wait for them to turn green. You know, just make sure you come to a complete stop first, right?
Ah, yeah, I see, I see.
Okay, sir. So yeah, here's your registration back. And then as well, here is your warning. Okay, once my lights go off, you'll be free to go.
All right, thank you.
You gentlemen take care.
So,
370 code 4 from latest 1011, going back 10-8. Oh, 370-97 latest house robbery in Polito. 1013s are being shot.
355 plus right along, show me 97 as well, same traffic. I'm gonna be going for the car boosting.
Hey, firm.
Alright, so the vehicle does come back to Kyle Hayes.
Three five five plus one along Gambia on active 1011 facing south on LSF with a brown looking for a door. There's a motorcycle swarming around me.
370-97 to your 20.
we're gonna turn into an active 80. This is from a car posting. I'm only one officer. If there's one officer in a vehicle, then you can join in on it. Alright, give me a pit timer started. I have we are full on this car boosting. The motorcycle is radioing.
Right, if the car boosting's full, hop on over to another channel.
10 for Crown Vic, let's go on to channel 2 or 3.
Three one is going 42.
10-4.
Alright. How 4's 9 assemblies 1013s from a vehicle.
is going 42.
10-4.
Where's we go for on these 1013s?
Oh, well, what happened here, sir?
My thing bugged out, you know? It scuffed out and I
Yeah.
hit a truck.
Yeah, I seen that part.
Tough
It's
luck for me, you know?
unfortunate. Yeah, it is.
I had a bit of a headache.
Yeah, I know. Some areas give me headaches too.
You impound my car, bro?
No, I just depoted it.
Oh,
Sir.
thank you, bro.
Don't worry.
I was about to say.
We've
Alright.
CB'd on the car boosting. They hopped onto a motorcycle and they're long gone.
Okay,
Plus
sir.
one right along, show me tonight.
You still got a good heart rate, right?
267.
The house robbery going up north.
Beats per minute, I mean.
370, 1015 with one down suspect.
So, 10-4.
You was about to leave, weren't you? And then I popped my head out the house.
I seen the car there, right? It's just me up here. I didn't want to go inside and get shot, so I figured I would just rather chase you. You know, if I had another what had ended up happening was there was two things that happened in Sandy, right? So one of them went one way, I went this way, and you know, I guess I got lucky.
Okay.
You know.
Fair enough. I need to get myself a racing harness, can't lie.
Yeah, you definitely do. Definitely do. You never know when you know, someone's gonna pull out in front of you. You know.
Yeah, these headaches are getting a bit ridiculous.
That as well. That as well. Okay, sir, I don't think I said it before, but, you know, at this time, you're being placed under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, it won't be provided to you by the state of San Andreas. You understand your rights as I read them to you today.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get it.
Alright. Get you some medical assistance here.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hmm.
What's the shortcut?
Yeah, can we get a private room and
Help
some
me,
medical
please.
treatment for this young man?
Yep, I got you. Just follow me.
Can I call my lawyer?
Once we're in the cells, yes, sir.
I appreciate you, man. So they be taking my phone and shit, and I can't call anyone.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
my
do
lawyer.
temporarily take it away from you. That is true.
Well, I might need my phone to call my lawyer, can't I?
I understand.
I appreciate you, man.
Set him on the table for me. I'll get him.
Oh, shit, I didn't mean to fling him over there.
You might need to twist my leg the other way. It's facing the wrong way, you know.
Yeah. Hold up.
Yeah,
Oh,
bad
40
car
beats per
accident.
minute
You
right
got any
now.
you got any dog
There we
bites
go.
on you?
Chilling now.
I'm not sure. You have to ask my manager.
south on Strawberry Avenue with a 4-door taxi, sedan. No additional services needed at the moment. Occupant.
Get for the door, quick.
Yeah, alright. No funny business.
Alright, man, alright.
Yeah, let's get him out of here.
Have a good one, officer.
Appreciate it. You do as well. What's your name there, Mr. Blue Hair?
Andre, Malcolm.
Andre Malcolm, you take care as well, sir.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Alright, so you ever been arrested before?
974 plus 1 plus 1
yeah.
right along. 97 to Big Bank.
What's your name there, young man?
Dre Trip.
Dre Trip. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna be searching you at this time. If this gonna poke, prick, or stick me.
What's up, bro? I can't hear you.
I'm gonna be searching you at this time. You have anything that's gonna poke, prick, or stick me?
Nope.
Alright.
Ten two.
7-6.
Is there a bank robbery in progress or no? I don't see one. 10-4, okay. I just saw
bad. Sorry about that.
Okay, you want to call your lawyer, right? I did take your radio off you, some other things, your handcuffs, but yeah, you want to call your lawyer?
Gonna 295 is gonna be checking out the house robberies up in Polito.
Yo, I need a lawyer. The jail cells real quick. Sorry, what? Yeah. The PD. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Okay, what lawyer did you call? If you don't mind me
Tom
asking.
Keane.
Okay, sir. You mind taking that mask off for you?
295, there's gonna be a 4 GT right outside, probably a getaway vehicle. And are you at a bank robbery? No, it's gonna be a house robbery. If I can get an additional 32, we can make it in decent time out here. Up north in Toledo? Time for it. For Ultron, we missed a good there in time. Gonna be just kind of scouting the area. We're in a 4 GT. Probably gonna be code 4 at this time. You code 4ing it? Yeah, they're not really. I think they're leaving now that they saw me.
He said he's coming
10
now.
4.
See what
Okay,
he
yep.
can do.
Yep, no problem, sir.
Does he have access to the building or what?
No, I'll wait a little bit and then I'll go meet him out there.
Alright, do you have to call him again and tell him that or no?
I think he has a way to contact us when he needs it.
Disregard the 1013.
Alright. What am I looking at?
I'll write this up here, then once the lawyer shows up, I'll involve both of you guys same time.
I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna go in head for a bit.
Okay.
2 minutes.
All right.
I'll be back. I'll tell you when.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the raids that's parked outside MLPD?
Hello?
Are you Mr. Keene?
Yes, sir.
All right.
It's going to be my last case as I'm being appointed as an ADA from now on, so...
Okay, there you go. Oh, wait, I
so
gotta make sure I lock
he's a
the
lucky
door.
man. What are the charges my client is facing?
Let me just read them off to you here. It is currently reckless evading, trespassing, possession of a weapon
the green light to
attachments.
depot this raid that doesn't belong to any officer.
Alright. That's all?
That's it. Yep. I believe he said he was going in his head for a minute. Whenever
Alright.
you're ready to speak to me, or, just come grab me. I'll be in the corner. All right.
Okay, thank you, officer.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Tripp? Are you still there, Mr. Tripp? Are you in your head? He's still in his head, officer. You said, was he trespassing?
Yeah, so we got calls of a house robbery. We did not breach inside. It was only me that was up in Toledo. His car was parked outside. We waited outside, or not we, I waited till he got into his vehicle. We got into a chase. He eventually crashed into a semi-truck, flew out of his vehicle. After that, I took him to get medical treatment at Pillbox, brought him back here. Upon searching him, he's got an SNS loop. And as well, I actually forgot to do a charge. He's got 4 oxys on him. So it's going to be a possession of a class 1 substance as well.
Alright, okay. Thank you, officer. Speak to him when he's back.
Dancer, you copy?
Go ahead.
What's your 20?
The cells, MRPD.
10-4, 97 to your 20.
Affirm.
Do we have any, other than dancers, any other Captains Plus on duty right now?
I would say negative, sir.
How's it
Mr.
going, sir?
Dancer? Sorry for disturbing. I know you guys are busy. Stupid question. Is there any way I could do my Part 1 Academy with you?
How long have you been in service?
Almost 2 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
I get really nervous. And I don't mean any disrespect towards Cop Leon or Camber. I just get really nervous to the point where I forget everything when I'm around those two. They are great cops. I have nothing bad to say. I don't know why I get nervous around them.
Not sure either. We could talk
Hello,
about
officer.
it. Yes, sir. Mr. Keene.
Mr. What's your name, officer?
Cameron Dancer, sir.
Right. Mr. Dancer, officer, sir. My client, you said he had 4 oxy on him?
That is correct.
Right. And you're charging him for said oxy?
Yeah, I'll just give him 1 count of possession of a Class 1 substance.
All right. Officer, are you aware that possession of class 1 substance not be given, as she only has it for personal use?
Okay, I will double check that.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all didn't take his phone away in the cells?
He wanted to
Literally
call his lawyer.
He's going all over Twitter and stuff like that. I'd take that from him.
Affirm.
Alpha 4 is gonna 42 for a couple hours. I'll be back for the event tonight. Make sure, hey, there's an event
All right.
tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern by my mom.
All right,
Y'all better be
sir.
there.
I'm be taking the phone from you.
I wish I
Apparently,
could.
you're saying a lot of shit on Twitter now, is what they're telling me.
Especially you, Dancer. I know it's been some time since you've been with the lady, but I think it's time for you to move up.
Anything required for this so-called event, sir?
No, it's a PDEMS event only, 3K entry fee. That's it.
Alright, we can still wear like casual clothing, not our uniforms?
I believe so, yeah.
Alright, 10-4, see you in a few hours.
Yep.
Well, 355 is gonna be 97 back to the city.
So, officer, how we look?
Okay, you are correct. We will take that charge away.
Thank you, sir. What's his total fine and time he's looking at right now?
Let's see here. All right, so he's looking at a fine of $6,000 and a recommended sentence of 70 months. Now that's the full fine.
$6,000.
Obviously, you know, if he does a guilty plea, we could negotiate with that.
All right. What are you thinking if he pleads guilty, or what does it look like? Even if we take off those weapon attachments, you know, you just confiscate them.
You mean
what
like
did
he's
he
a
tell
good
you? Anything from the
Samaritan,
house?
and he's just handing that in? You're saying?
Yeah, I mean, when he first was arrested,
Hey, be advised, I just passed
and
the vehicles. They're
he
going back into
Mirandized him.
Toledo.
What did he
here,
tell you? What did he? Did he say he
Stand
took anything from the
for
house?
He did not say that he took it from the house. You know, he was more upset by,
Right.
you know, how his driving was and that he flew out the driver's seat of his vehicle.
All right. Well, maybe he wasn't. You know, my client was probably not aware that he couldn't have those. You know, and he wasn't doing anything dangerous with them. So we could take those off, officer. Right?
We could maybe say he was handed them in. Sure, that's another 15 months off. So then he'll be looking at, 55 months?
All right. All right. And let's say we upped the fine, and it took another 15 off. How would you feel about that?
How high of a fine you want to go? So right now we're looking at 47.50.
So if I don't know, if you went back to I don't know 8K, 10K,
295 is going to be 97 of the
and we
bank
did
track.
35 months.
Yeah, well, I could do 8,000 for 30 months for a guilty plea.
8,000 for 30 months.
Yeah,
and
for a
that's with the
guilty plea.
charges of
Reckless evading and trespassing.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Let me consult with my client. Okay. Thank you, officer.
355 is going 10-7 for a few seconds.
10-4. I'll be up there, I promise.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
All right, officer. My client would like to accept that plea.
All right. All right, Mr. Tripp, how do you plead to trespassing and reckless evading?
Guilty, bro. Guilty.
All right. So your fine is going to be for $8,000, and you'll be serving a 30-month sentence in Bolingbrook Penitentiary.
Alright, man. Send me that invoice. Let's get it over with.
Okay, that's what I like. Get them in, get them out.
I'm gonna make prison my bitch.
There you go. All right, I sent you the invoice. Let me make sure you get your phone back. Yeah, come over here and get your phone, sir.
See, do you think I'm ready for prison, bro?
Yeah, well, you talking a lot of shit on Twitter. You may be.
Yeah.
Okay, here's your radio back. Here's your handcuffs I took away from you.
I paid that. I paid that.
Okay, sir. You ready to serve your time in Bolingbrook?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick some ass in prison. Can't lie.
Oh, all right, sir. You
I'm
take
ready,
it easy,
bitch.
all
Let's
right?
go. I'm ready. Take me away.
All right, yeah. How are you ready in 3, 2?
I'm ready in 3, 2, 1. Let's take me.
Okay, you heard him.
He's gone.
All right. Thank you, officer.
Captain.
Howdy, Hayes.
How you doing?
Oh, well, still breathing. Can't complain there.
Can't complain indeed.
Get this damn lawyer
Right, guys,
out
I'll
here.
see you around because I'll be in ADA from here on out. So.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Really, Dawson?
Who's Dawson?
His name is
sorry,
Tom
not Dawson.
King.
Sorry, Tom Keen. You have the same haircut as Dawson. I'm not gonna
fucking
lie.
with you. Dawson's my cousin. I know him.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
sorry.
fuck that guy,
You just have the
Dawson.
same haircut. Fuck that dude, Dawson. He's a fucking
fuck
piece
that
of shit.
Fuck that guy. He's a P word. Yeah.
But you'll have the same haircut though. You might want to get a haircut change.
He's slightly different. You know, Mr. Dancer.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who this guy is, but if I happen to be representing a case on behalf of PD, I hope to be representing you and not him, because he's a bit cheeky.
Yeah. I'm a bit cheeky. I know.
He's
That's
a bit
that's what your mama told you, didn't she?
His hair smells.
Oh my god. Captain, I want to ask a question.
Yeah, let me just put some stuff in evidence. 2230.
Actually, 22. That my question is silly either way.
What is it, Hayes?
I'm not gonna ask.
All right, that's fine.
It's been a long day. Very boring long day.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, ain't it?
It is.
Think people are afraid to do crime? You think that's it? Or people are getting smarter about doing crime?
Nah, I think people are just too lazy.
Yeah, that's what you think it is?
Yeah, I think they're too lazy. I mean, the crimes that we've seen are petty stuff. House robberies, bank trucks, petty stuff that's not,
Not a whole
stuff
lot of
that's-
planning. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
Like a bank heist or anything like that.
Well, yeah, I don't know if anybody really even knows how to do those anymore. That's what it seems, right?
That's what it seems like. Have you tried out the Chargers?
I have not. It's very strange even just driving the Challenger. It's very, very quick. Not what I'm
The
used
Charger is faster than the Challenger.
to. I can't.
That's alright.
I can't even imagine.
I'll let you drive my Mustang. It's the fastest of them. 3. Way too fast. Do you have a Mustang?
I do not have a Mustang.
Well, bring mine out, and I'll give you the keys. You'll see how it goes. Pretty damn fast.
I mean, I was kind of like feathering. You know, I didn't want to go too fast. I'm not used to going that fast. You know what I
That's the
mean?
thing. You can't go slow in it anymore. It's like once you tap the pedal, it just
You're
wants
gone,
to fly.
right?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
And in the Charger on my way back from Polito, I hit 250 with a downslope.
Oh wow.
260 actually. Yeah, on a flat surface, I would do about 210, 220, and it goes up to from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds, literally. Just count it 1, 2, you're already at 100. Count another 2 seconds, you're already at 200. It's way too fast.
Okay, what the hell was that cadet's name that was asking for me? Do you know who it was?
The cadet. Oh, let me see. I think it was Carter.
Is it Jack? Jack Carter?
Jack Carter. Yeah, I think that's him.
Okay, let me see. He says he's been here for like 2 weeks and he hasn't done his part 1 yet.
No way.
That's what he
Let
said.
me see. 355 direct to Carter.
Go ahead.
What's your 20?
In a parking garage with Miles.
10-4, can you come to the holding cells, please?
Maybe it wasn't him.
10-4, 97 near 20.
Who else would it have been?
We'll see. We'll ask him right now.
I mean, he's the only cadet, right? So.
Yeah, he's a cadet. We'll ask him right now. He's the only cadet that's been on shift for the past 5 or 4 hours. So, yeah. Let's see right now. We'll ask him. Seven on the 7th, 3 days, that's the 10th. The 4th will be the 21st. So I think on the 21st I'll be able to ask for my eval request. Oh, I become a sergeant already. It's taking forever.
Yeah, some things do take some time.
I know. The butterfly doesn't become a butterfly until some time.
It's been too short.
Where is he?
Sorry. Maybe next year.
It's almost closed.
The ice cream's almost closed?
Almost.
Was it closed for dinner?
Yeah. Almost closed. You better get your ice cream and food.
Okay, okay. I'll come up there.
When?
I don't know.
What was it? I think it was the caterpillar doesn't become a fly, a butterfly. Takes steps and time. There you go.
That sounds about right. Oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Carter, you ready to do your part 1?
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is better than I thought. I thought I was in trouble the way he sounded on the radio. I'm like, oh no, what do I do?
I actually, I didn't know your name, so,
No, you're fine.
sorry.
I'm just gonna radio Miles, let him know that I'll be doing part 1 real quick, so he doesn't have to wait for me down here.
10-4. Yeah, Hayes, you want to get back on the street? I think I can handle part 1. It's just a bunch of questions.
Miles, you copy?
10-4, call me in for part 2, sir.
All right.
You're good to go. I'm gonna be at 10-7 doing part 1 academy with Dancer. I'll give you a holler afterwards.
Sounds good. Best of luck, mate.
Captain, I wanted to ask
Appreciate
you something.
Yeah, what's up?
I was wondering if I can take
got
out
this,
my
man.
Mustang and just drive around for the time being. I really want to drive it.
No, you can't drive your RU. You're not until you're certified. They shouldn't even let you buy the dang old thing.
No, I bought it because I was bored and there was nothing to do. I bought the Mustang and the and a Corvette. Yeah. But either way, I'm just gonna keep him hidden away until I get my RRU.
That is correct, yeah. Don't want to get no strike
The time
points.
is right. Of course not. I don't want to risk it. Well, good luck with your part 1.
Alrighty. Let's see if I can
Yeah.
find this damn thing here.
Sorry for disturbing you with this.
Nah, it's part of the job, you know.
Why do we have a military truck in the side parking lot?
Dagmar brought it for the party, apparently.
Okay.
I don't even want to know.
After
Yeah.
tsunami?
Are we doing that in here, or are we doing it upstairs?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
You want to do it upstairs? We can do it upstairs. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to me. I just figure if they need the captain's office, well, it'll be empty for them.
Yeah, it's true.
For whatever reason. I'm not saying they're going to need it, but you know what I mean? No, I legit thought I was in trouble. The way he called for me, I'm like, oh shit, what did I do? And then I realized what I said when he's like, what's your 20? Oh, I'm in a parking garage with Miles. That sounded so damn wrong.
Okay, you make sure you mark yourself 10-7.
Yeah, you want me to clock out in the Discordia as well, or no?
No, you can stay clocked in, but we don't want to be taken up, you know, if you know what I'm saying.
Can I just change frequencies though, so I don't hear a bunch of
just call it on the radio. Call it over the radio.
What channel are we going on?
We'll just go channel 2. We're gonna be talking. We're not gonna be over radio, you know.
All right.
370 switching over to channel 2. We'll be doing part 1 for Mr. Carter's evaluations.
10-4.
974 going to channel 2 as well for my academy.
All right, sir.
All right, I'm ready to fail and then get fired.
All right.
So this is like what? How long is the part 1? Is that like a couple of hours? I'm just not sure how the process usually works. That's why I'm asking.
Never done a part 1.
If it's that long, I'm gonna need some potty breaks at some point.
Yeah, of course. I don't, you know, it's not, I've never done it before, so I'm not unsure exactly how long it will take. How long you said you've been on the force, you said?
According to Cop Leon, I've been here for 2 weeks, but then I looked and I was hired on the 10th. Or like, so just over a week and a half, I guess, give or take now. I could give you the exact days if you'd like, but
no, I mean, it's if you're hired on the 10th, it's the 9th now. So there's a series of questions I'm gonna ask you. If you know, you're just gonna tell me what 10 code you're gonna use when for the questions, okay?
All right. I will try my best, sir. I won't lie. I don't know every single code, and I don't know every thing in the SOP. So
And you're not
just so we're
supposed
clear.
to.
All right, I just wanted to make that clear.
No problem. You're about to leave
least I'm very
MRPD
honest.
parking lots. A person runs up to you and asks you to unimpound their car. What 10 code on the radio will you use?
Well, you're gonna ask for a supervisor, so that'd be a 1071.
You go on
'Cause for
duty
mine-
and need someone to ride along with. What radio code will you use?
1012.
You respond to a house robbery. As you arrive, what radio code will you use?
1023, because you're on scene.
You're about to go off duty. What 10 code will you use?
Now off duty as like off, like out of service, or like you're ending your
Off
shift.
duty. Off duty.
Off duty, so 1042.
You have a suspect in custody. He runs away while handcuffed. What radio code will you use?
And that'd be a 1070, a foot pursuit.
You say something on the radio, then you realize it's no longer valid. You want everyone to ignore what you said. What code will you use?
1022, you're disregarded.
You witness a vehicle collide with a tree. What radio code will you use?
1050.
Recognize you need to call paramedics for help. So what radio code will you use?
1052, request EMS.
You're pulling over a blue four-door Nissan for an illegal U-turn. What radio code will you use at the start of your transmission?
That would be a traffic stop, so that'd be a 1011.
You need to find out if your radio is working. What radio code will you use?
102.
You witness a person being sexually assaulted. What radio code will you use?
1064.
Another officer requests backup at a bank robbery. What code do you use to tell him you're on your way to help?
What code you use to like tell them you're on your way? 97. Or 1097, sorry.
You're conducting a felony stop on a vehicle that recklessly evading you. What signal code will you use?
Code 5. Felony high risk stop. Or high risk felony stop, sorry.
You're at the car dealership. You hear gunshots go off across the street. What radio code will you use to report the incident?
1013. First shots fired.
You're at a traffic stop with a red Ford pickup truck when suddenly it speeds away from you. What radio code will you use?
That would be a 1080. Car pursuit.
You lose sight of the pickup truck and decide to search the area. What signal code do you use?
Code 6. You're still searching the area for that individual.
An officer uses the radio code to find out if the radio is working. What radio code do you respond with?
Like after they say 10-2, you would say 1076.
A supervisor says 10-3 over the radio. What are they saying?
Basically stop transmitting, stop talking on the radio.
If someone calls you directly but otherwise occupied, what radio code will you use?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You just place someone under arrest, Mirandize them, put them in a car. You're about to drive back to the station. What code will you use?
1015. Suspect in custody, en route to MRPD.
You're getting mobbed by civilians punching you and kicking you. You hit your panic button. What's the associated 10 code?
That would be a 1099. That's officer in distress.
You see two individuals engaged in a drug deal. What signal code do you use on the radio?
I'm not sure. I've never encountered that yet. So I'm not sure.
During a crisis situation, an alpha instructs an officer to stop transmitting unless it's an emergency. What is the associated signal code and definition?
It's signal 100. Stop all transmissions unless like it's an like a really like big emergency.
A suspect you had in custody was deportated by an angel. What radio code will you use?
It was what, sorry? Was
A
deported?
suspect you had in custody was deportated by an angel. What radio code will you use?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I've never encountered that either. No one's ever told me about that. That was a thing. I'm sorry, I don't know all the answers.
Like I said, you're not supposed to, right? All right, the fun stuff now.
The fun stuff? None of this is fun, in my opinion.
Okay, just give me 1 second here, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
A lot of points on this one, so I want to make sure take good notes on it.
What do you mean lots of points? Like on the question you're about to ask me, or like in general for the whole SOP?
For the whole SOP thing. I want to make sure I
Oh,
write
okay.
down everything that, you know, the 10 codes are a lot easier, you know, so.
Yeah, once we're done all part 1, are you gonna tell me like which codes, like the ones I didn't know what they were? Or like the angel that poured in the other one and all that?
If you want to know, I could tell you, sure.
I'm just curious. I've never encountered those situations. Same thing with the 2 drug dealers. So I'm just a little bit curious.
Absolutely.
I'd rather know so that way for next time, if I do encounter a situation like that, I know how to respond, right?
All right, are you ready?
No, but I'm here, so we're gonna get this done.
I want you to list the ranks for the Los Santos Police, starting from cadet.
All right, so you got cadet, you have solo cadet. Do you want me to say P1 and all that, or you want me to say the actual terminology?
Whatever you prefer. Whatever you prefer.
P1, which is officer. P2, which is senior officer. P3, it's corporal. Then you have your sergeant, lieutenant, captain, which I didn't know you were a captain, by the way. I learned that pretty quick. Commander, assistant chief of police, deputy chief of police, and then chief of police. Hold on, I can't hear anything.
I'm not talking at that time. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, sir?
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right. I want you to list the ranks and the names for each alpha.
I don't know them all, but I can tell you the ones I do know.
Well, that's what we're here for.
Is that even in the SOP though? If you don't mind me asking.
It's part of the SOP knowledge, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you got the chief of police, which is Bronny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know his last name. I don't remember Johnson or Johnston.
Okay.
Then you have Alpha 2, which is PK. PK is Highsmith, I believe his last name is. I don't know who Alpha 3 is. Alpha 4 is Amar. Alpha 5 is Stein. I don't. I'm trying to figure out who Alpha 6 is. I don't know. Alpha 7 is Skidmore. So that's all 7. But so you'd have the chief of police, sheriff, chief of SASP, the undersheriff, you have your assistant chief of police, that's an alpha. Same thing for the SASP, so the assistant chief of SASP. I don't know.
What's going on, Amar?
Is
What's going on, Gangbang?
no? I don't know. I feel like Bronco would be the commissioner. No, he'd be Alpha 1. Bronny would be Alpha 2.
I mean, I can get my PD outfit. The best. JP approved.
Bronny's Alpha 2.
I was going for a little bit of.
I don't know number 3. Or I guess no. 3 would be PK. 4 would be Amar. 6 would be. Yeah, I don't know who 6 would be. And then 7 is Skidmore. Max Skidmore.
All right, how many strike points can an employee accumulate before getting a 3-day suspension?
After 10 strike points, you get a 3-day suspension.
All right, how about for a demotion?
How many for a demotion? It's 15.
How many strike points can an employee accumulate before an administrative hearing?
20. And then 25, you're fired.
All right.
Who is Alpha 6, if you don't mind me asking?
Alpha 6? The chief of police is Bronny.
That's Alpha 6?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I thought he was Alpha 2.
That's all right. We'll go over that at the end.
At least I knew most of who were the Alphas.
That helps. You got half of them. True or false?
Now,
can a police officer be sued for excessive use of force?
Can we be sued for using excessive force?
Can an officer be sued for excessive use of force?
True.
Okay. State the 5 items that an officer must mark themselves at 10-7 out of service in the MDT.
Say that again.
State the 5 times that an officer must mark themselves as 10-7 out of service in MDT.
Oh, like the 5 reasons?
Correct.
When you're in processing cells, you should be 10-7 and on a different frequency compared to channel 1. If you go on a 10-5, so which is a meal break. Example for what we're doing right now, so like meetings or academy. So that's 3. If you're just like in your head, I guess at the station you should be 10-7. And for the final one, I don't know. I do apologize. I have no idea on that one.
Okay, what are the minimum weekly hours for a cadet?
That would be 8 hours.
What are the weekly minimum hours required for a sergeant?
For a sergeant, that'd be 10.
At what rank must you clock at least 12 hours per week minimum?
Anything above lieutenant, so captain or higher.
At what rank do you qualify for RRU?
For the RRU, that'd be sergeant.
At what rank do you qualify for a bike cert?
That would be okay. So you have your off-road at P2, corporal. So P3.
And it permitted to use above, what could they use as a sergeant? And what are the certifications for each needed?
Okay, so what are they allowed to use as a sergeant or as a lieutenant?
So what additional vehicles is a lieutenant permitted to use above what they could use as a sergeant? So what's the different vehicles a lieutenant can use versus sergeant?
Well, the lieutenant, as long as they have their Air 1 cert, they could fly the Air 1. Obviously, if they have their off-road, they can drive the Explorer, which is for P2. Bike cert, which is, again, P3, corporal. They can drive the Challenger, sorry. As long as they have their RRU certs, which is from the sergeant status. I'm not too familiarized with the whole, like the Bearcats. I know you have to be like sergeants. I just don't know what the certs are called for, like the SWAT stuff. They're allowed to drive, I believe, because the Corvette is an RRU vehicle. They'd be allowed to drive that. Same with the Mustang. I mean, there's the Charger, the Crown Vic. They can drive the Explorer, the bike. I just don't know what it's called. Yeah, I don't know if that answered your question, but
All right,
I'm hoping
what
it answered it.
equipment is a P1 officer required to carry on them at all times?
You have your taser, your baton, so your nightstick, your flashlight, evidence bags, your bandages, not first aid kits. I believe they're called suture kits.
I'll be up.
Or
I
stabilization
promise.
kits.
I'll be up there soon.
Then you have your G17
How about
pistol.
30? Okay, I'm sorry then. Maybe tomorrow.
I'm not too familiarized with the whole like P3 if we're allowed or not, because some officers were saying that as a P1 you're allowed to have a class 3, and then other officers were saying you're not, and then the SOPs, well, apparently that wasn't fully updated yet. So I'm gonna guess and assume on that one that we are not allowed to carry a class 3 at a officer status, so like a P1. You're supposed to carry 3 body armor, so 1 on you and then 2 in your pockets. Radio, well, obviously food, drinks, stuff like that. Yeah, I said the flashlight. I said that. A set of handcuffs. Yeah, that's it. Ammunition. Ammo.
Explain the weapon classes and give an example of each weapon class.
Well, you have the. Okay, what do you mean by give you a weapon? Like the example would be like the G17 and the PD Glock. Those are class 1s. A class 2 is, I don't even know because I don't have access to any class 2s. I don't know what you guys call it. I just call it like the beanbag shotgun because that's what I keep hearing the other officers call it. And a class 3 would be like an 8, like anything automatic. So like example, AP pistol, AK-47, the MKs that we have. Again, for class 2, you have your heavy pistols, your combat, your class 1s, you got some Walters, your SNSs, things like that.
Can you explain what demerit points are and how many points a driver can earn before their license is revoked?
Once you hit 15 demerit points, you lose your license. Demerit points are granted due to either reckless, like speeding, reckless driving, things like that. It's how can I put it? It's like infraction. It's like I don't explain. I sound like an idiot. It's basically strikes against your license when you don't follow the traffic laws and whatnot. So after 15, we have the right to revoke, like we revoke that person's driver's license. In order for them to get it back, they would have to not get arrested and stay clean for 14 days, and then get a lawyer to expunge their file, like their files, and then they'd have to like reapply to reinstate it and everything from a DOJ.
All right, explain what a Code 5 stop is and give an example of when you would perform one.
Let's say the person, like we know, example. Can I use you as an example?
Go right ahead.
All right, I just don't want to be disrespectful. That's all. That's why I ask. Let's say that we know, like you shoot at officers. We've witnessed you on multiple counts of murder, and so on. So at that point, it would not just be a normal 10-11 on you because you're a high risk. We know that you shoot at people and so on. So I would pull you over as it would be like a 10-11 essentially, but I would radio in for 32s, so backup. As the way we park, I'm not sure. Apparently they're transitioning, but the way I was taught, we park diagonally, like we would for a 10-11. And then once backup arrives, we ask the driver to turn off the vehicle, put his window down, throw the keys out the window. Therefore, well, I don't have to worry about him taking off in that vehicle anymore. Then I would, at that moment, once he complies with my order, I would open my door, immediately use it as like cover. I would instruct the officers to, like, which officer would be lethal and if I would be like non-lethal or whatnot. I would make sure to tell the individual in the vehicle to step out of the vehicle with his hands up, facing the front of his vehicle. At that moment, I would tell him to look through his other set of eyes, so flex your V muscle in case they don't know, and then back up slowly to the sound of my voice and just keep giving him those orders so he knows where my voice is at all times. Once he's close enough, I would go, like I would call out going for cuffs. I would secure him, put him in cuffs. I would put him in the vehicle. I wouldn't not worry about reading him his rights or anything yet. Not until we actually physically clear the vehicle, make sure there's no one else in there with weapons or whatever it may be. So at that point, if he was the only driver I saw, I would get the other officers to assist me. I would go on the left-hand side. I would get the other officers to go on the right-hand side with our weapons pointed at the windows, of course, and make sure the vehicle's secure. If there's no one else in the vehicle, then I would go back to my cruiser, read the individual's his rights. He's under arrest. Ask him if he needs medical attention, whatnot. We would impound the vehicle. Once we check the glove box in the trunk, to make sure that he didn't put any weapons or whatever it may be in those areas. And then we would bring him to the processing cells to process him and then send him off to jail. Well, once we get him to the cells, sorry, I would ask him, do you have anything that's going to stick, poke, or stab me? Search him, confiscate anything he's not supposed to have on him, and then send him off. But before we leave the scene, I kind of messed up, and we would code for the area, like the area that we're in for that scene. And then we would bring him to the cells and process and search and so on, do the whole MDT report and whatnot. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous.
Alright, when impounding a vehicle, how much fines for the local vehicle and an import vehicle?
Impound, it depends for the local like PDM vehicles because they're all different prices. For the imports, they're 500K. And as for the time we leave them impounded, it depends on the crime it was used in.
Alright, can you recite the Miranda rights?
You have, sorry. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be provided to you by the state if available. Do you understand your rights today, sir? And do you wish to still proceed with speaking with me tonight?
If you forget to Mirandaize someone, can you still charge them? Or do you need to let them go?
The thing is with Miranda rights, it covers basically, let's say you're under arrest and I've asked you like a bunch of questions without reading you your rights. I cannot use those. It's invalid. So any questions I've asked you after I've read you your rights, I can use for whatever the situation may be. But essentially, but yes, you could still charge them and proceed with the report and everything. It's just if I don't, yeah. But if I'm being completely honest, reading someone their rights should be like one of the very first things you do. Even if you're driving like on your way to MRPD, you can still read them their rights as you're driving.
What is a Terry frisk, and can you explain how to perform a Terry frisk?
Like how to what is it and how do you do it?
What is a Terry frisk?
You would
and explain how to perform a Terry frisk.
Okay, so basically your Terry frisk would be basically like if you see how can I put it? Let's say you see like a holster and a gun like on the side of him. So basically you're allowed to like sorry, I heard people running. You're allowed to do it when there's enough of a reasonable suspicion, from my understanding anyways. Basically a Terry frisk, you'll pat them down to see if there's any bulges, and if there is, then at that point you can like on the outer, like outside of their clothing, not physically in their pockets. I sound like an idiot. Now if you do feel a bulge and whatnot, at that point you have the right to physically like search like their inner pockets. But if there's no bulge, then you don't have the right to physically go into their pockets.
What is a reasonable suspicion?
what is reasonable suspicion? Basically, it's where, not without a doubt, where you believe that a crime may have been committed. So, like, you don't have the actual evidence, you don't have the actual facts to prove that, hey, this guy murdered someone, let's say, or shot a gun at them. But you're suspecting, like, you have your doubts that, okay, like, like, you know, the crime happened, you have to do an investigation, look for casings or whatever the case may be. And at that point, probable cause would be where you have enough of reasonable suspicion with the actual facts, with the actual evidence. You know what I mean?
What is a GSR test and when can you conduct one?
A GSR test is a gun residue. And you're allowed to do, well, there's a few different situations. You can do it with, like, a person's not conviction, permission. So, like, I can ask you, like, if I have suspicion that you shot a gun, I can ask you, would you consent to a GSR test? Because I've seen Bronco do it a couple nights ago at the airport. Or if they're under arrest for discharging, let's say there's 3 guys in the vehicle and one of them is shooting at us, but we can't figure out who. At that point, once they're all in custody, we have the right to GSR test them as well to see who discharged that weapon. That's the only 2 situations I've ever been in, so I'm sure there's more, but that's when you'd be allowed to do a GSR test. To my knowledge, would be from those 2
You need to use the
examples.
bathroom or anything like that?
No, not
Okay.
yet. I'm
When
just
can
trying
an
not to be
officer
as
handcuff
nervous.
a suspect?
When can we handcuff a suspect?
Correct.
The only time I've ever seen it happen was in the cells, and that's because individuals, they were being rowdy, trying to basically, like, run out of their cells. Every time we'd open that door for us to get out of the cells, they were spitting on us, being just extremely violent. So that's when you're allowed to physically, like, do a hard cuff on them. I don't know if there's any other reasons that you'd be allowed to, but that's to my knowledge.
List the 5 stages of the use of force continuum and provide examples of each.
You have your presence, so that'd be the officer making himself known. You have your verbalization, so basically me giving you, like, a lawful command, like turn off the vehicle or put your hands up, or, you know what I mean, like a lawful command. Then you have your hand to hand. And that one pretty much, like, explains it for itself. So, like, hands. You have your non-lethal, which is, sorry, yeah, your non-lethal, which is your taser. I can't remember if the baton and the flashlight technically go into the hand-to-hand or the fucking non-lethal. You have your lethal, which is clearly your gun. Whether you're using a G17 or the beanbag shotgun or a class 3. And the only way you're allowed to physically use a class, or not a class 3, lethal is if there's an intent, a weapon system, and a immediate threat.
At what speed is it safe to perform a pit maneuver?
Under 100.
How much time must pass in between a pit timer before the pit can be attempted?
So, like, have we already like given the okay to pit, and we've already done a pit? Is that what you mean, or is this like me requesting it? Because if
The
so,
initial.
then okay. So the initial, then we have to wait 2 minutes. Once I request a pit timer, I got to wait 2 minutes, and after I pit the individual, I have to wait 30 seconds before I can physically legally pit again. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
In a hostage situation, how many demands is a civilian hostage worth?
Civilians are worth 1 demand.
Alright, how about for an
Well,
officer?
per civilian, sorry. So per officer, the officers are worth 2 demands, each officer that are hostage.
In a hostage situation, if the hostage taker is holding a Class 3 firearm, what should the officers hold in their hands?
Always match firepower. So, see, that one's a trick question though, because technically, most of us are not allowed to use Class 3 weapons. So in that case, the ones that are not allowed to use a Class 3 would use their Class 1, but for the ones that are permitted to use the Class 3s, they would match firepower with their Class 3s.
How's it going, mate?
Are police allowed to provide cash as a demand for a hostage?
Negative. It's an unreasonable demand.
What should you do if you're receiving conflicting orders from 2 supervisors of the same rank?
What do you mean, like they're 2 different ranks compared to me?
Well, let's say you have 2 lieutenants, okay? One says go left, while the other one says go right.
So basically I'd have to choose, obviously, because I can't follow both orders. But let's say the officer that's telling me to go to the left it basically puts me in danger, then I'd have to go to the other end, so to the right. But if that's dangerous, and at that point I'd have to speak to the actual, like, the officer to like figure out how to solve the issue. If they're like, I don't know, I sound stupid. Basically, if I'm unsure what to do at the end of the day, I just have to ask a supervisor. So, like, example, like 2 captains, so you and someone else give me 2 orders. If I'm unsure what to do, I would just ask one of you guys.
What would you do if you receive an unlawful order from a supervisor?
I would disobey it, obviously, and report it to like the chain of command. So, can I give an example or no?
Not required.
Okay.
What is the duty to incite and report? I'm sorry, incite and report.
The duty to incite and report?
Correct.
Like, you want me to explain it to you? Is that what you're asking?
That is correct.
Basically, if I, like, if I witness you doing something that's not okay, it is my it's my job, it's my duty to like physically report you, not just basically sweep it under the rug and just not do anything about it, because at that point I'm guilty by association. Um, so at that point I'd have to physically report it. I'm obligated. It's my job.
How many vehicles are permitted to participate in a vehicle pursuit?
Like during a 1080, you would have your primary, your secondary, your tertiary, and then your parallel. So technically 4, if you want to count the parallel, and
What
3
is the
if you don't count
maximum
the
number of
parallel.
officers permitted on a house robbery?
2.
What is the maximum number of officers generally permitted on a scene bearing no extraordinary circumstances?
Just say that again, sorry.
What is the maximum number of officers generally permitted on a scene bearing no extraordinary circumstances?
So there's no exceptions, it's normal rules.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 8, is my understanding.
Now, I know you answered this question earlier, but I'm officially going to ask you this now. What are the
I
3
might have an answer.
requirements to an officer to use lethal force?
Oh yeah, shit, you didn't ask me that earlier. I'm sorry. You got your intent, your weapon system, and then immediate threat. I apologize for answering that one earlier.
Yeah, no problem, sir. Okay, I'm going to take maybe a 5-minute break. I'm just going to stretch around, and I'll come back and grab you, okay? I mean, I'm going to stand right here if you
All
want
right.
to do what you got to do, but I'll just, I'll be
Yeah,
dreaming about some things.
I just got to go to the washroom real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Do your thing, boss.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm back, sir. Da, 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 da. All right.
What's going on? Okay, right, let's go outside.
Alright. Alright, 355, I'm gonna be 917.
All right, sir, are you still here?
Yes, sir.
All right, sorry about that. Okay.
Do you want me to restock on my gear right now? I'm just I have no more bandages and whatnot.
Not necessary. If you need any food or water,
Alright.
I would probably take care of that.
No, I just ate. I just drank some food and whatnot.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's see what we got to do for this next part here. Okay, I need
don't
you to
know why I'm. Oh, go ahead.
I need you to hop into Discordia. You're gonna share your screen.
All right. What do I do from there? And
Sir,
which one do I go into? General or?
can you go in LEO meeting?
Yeah, I can. Give me a second. You want me to go do that right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you in the city, but not
All
on
right.
Discordia.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Excellent.
I'm not sure how to share my screen. I'm kind of new to this whole Discord thing.
So if you look under where it says voice connected, there's a share your screen icon.
I see it, the little computer
Yep.
screen thing with an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Which one am I sharing? The 5M or like
5M.
the actual?
Yep, 5M.
Okay, streaming channel, stream quality smoother. I don't know how this is gonna look on your end, but it might be terrible.
Only one way to find out. All right, so open up the MDT.
Okay, okay, in the city, okay.
Correct.
All right.
And yeah, we're gonna start with the dashboard here, the first tab, and
Work our way through.
you got it. Let's see
It is
here.
like, can you see everything okay on your end or?
Absolutely.
All right, sure. Perfect. I'm not too familiarized with computers, that's why I was asking.
No problem. Just wanted me to explain everything that you see here on this
Like on this
dashboard.
page here?
You got it.
Well, you have the notes that the officers can leave. So, example, to remember to put the name for the ID in section for the invoices and whatnot. You have all the officers that are in blue, so like LSPD, but you have to be careful because I figured that out. The DOJ, they come up as LSPD as well. I don't know why, but they do. So like right now, example, you're 10-7, so we're out of service. Hayes is 10-8, so he's in service. You have the frequency of channels that all these individuals are on. Up here, the little 13 underneath dispatch shows how many officers are like here. Same thing with EMS, which is red. I don't know what the gray one and the blank ones are. I've never actually experienced those two since I've been here. These are all the calls that people do or like the locals see. So like 1013s, robberies, example, car boosting. These are warrants that are issued for people who either don't pay their invoices that we issued them or they break out of prison or whatever the case may be. For the dispatch, I don't know what we use this section for. I've literally never had to use it. No one's taught me how to use this
part here yet since I've been here, so I don't know what to do with this little area where I'm moving my cursor. Do you want me to explain like my name at the top and all that as well, or no?
If you wish to.
What's that?
If you wish to explain it, go right ahead.
I mean, you have the date that's at the top center, the time, AM, PM. You got my name, where I'm located currently right now, which is Atley Street, Mission Row, so MRPD. And then the San Andreas State of Police, and our little tablet, which is the mobile database terminal.
All right, let's head over to the profiles tab.
All right. Oh
and
shit, my bad.
Explain. Explain.
I forgot I
what
was searched somebody up.
You would use this for, and everything that you see, and how do you use this?
Well, let me just go ahead and erase this. Apparently, I can't erase this part, but whatever. So, like, imagine there's no name there, correct? I'm doing a report down in the cells. I need the individual's name. And so, example, he says his name's Kyle Hanks. So I would search up.
Okay, so this one you're gonna be.
I would search.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know why it's come back as
Yes,
no
you're
one.
gonna
But
be using this room a lot. So when you're in here, you have to remove your vest.
there we
Okay.
go. So at
So you
that
remove your
point, I
vest,
would.
and BCSO usually stands on the left.
I would
LSPD
click
on
on
the
his
right.
name for
Okay.
some reason. Yeah.
And then all your alphas and the higher ups usually stand at the front
There
of
we
these
go.
cells. Okay. Amazing.
Another way to search them up is by citizen ID.
Okay, so
You got their first name, their last name, their date of birth, where they work, if they're employed or not. So, like example, for me, it would say LSPD, and then profile picture. We would go downstairs in the processing cells. There's I don't want to call it photo shoot, the mugshot room, where we would take their pictures. We would post at that point in our Discordia, in case files is where I was told to put them anyways. You would copy the link. You would come back here. You would click on it, and in my case it's Control V. I don't know for others there. And then the picture would be there. Same thing with the fingerprints. You go downstairs. It's right across from the mugshot room. It's a little device. We open it. They stick their finger in. Their ID, like their fingerprint ID, pops up. Again, copy and paste type deal. Here you have where we have to put if we impounded their vehicle or if they get demerit points for their license, when their license were issued. Well, actually, I don't know if that's DOJ or if that's us. I actually got to ask that question after. If we revoked their license, the date and all that, we would put it here as a note. So anybody that searches them up, well, they have that information. Then you have, so basically currently right here where it's green, which means he has a driver's license. He does not have a weapon. Everything in red he does not have. So he does not have a hunting license. He does not have a weapon class 1, 2, or 3. The teachings, I don't even know what those are for, honestly. If you could explain those ones to me afterwards there, because I don't know. And then same thing with fishing. He doesn't have a fishing license. You have the 3 vehicles that this gentleman here owns, which is Assault and Classic. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Elegy Retro Custom. And then he's got a dirt bike, a Manchester. And then he's got no properties. There's no other photos in here for him. And this is everything that the individual that has been charged with currently. So you have all these charges here. Again, you have the name, time, the name of our little tablet. But we would normally use this to search up an individual to see, well, a few reasons. One, if they're in the cells. Two, if they're trying to get a vehicle unimpounded, but they can't remember the plate number, so they give us the name of the vehicle. We can search it up through their database. If we're if we are revoking their driver's license, we have to come up here and, well, out of character, I would right click on the tablet thingy, and then I would hit revoke license, which I'm not going to do. No offense, I just don't want to revoke this person's license for no reason. And then it would be the same thing for, like, if you're giving a person a license for something. You would right click on the areas that are red and then give license. And that's what I'm going to go for this one.
All right, let's head over to the incidents tab now. All right, I want to explain how to search an incident and open an existing incident.
Okay, well, to open a new one, so example, you got this. I don't know why that's open, but whatever. I would click the little plus sign up here that you see. So here, this is a whole new incident. I would add the criminal. So example, I'm just gonna add myself real quick there. Yeah, sorry, I can only search up the last name. I don't know why, but sure, I'm just gonna go with this random name. I'm not gonna actually save the report. So you would add the criminal, like the individual's name. You would add all his charges. So we're just gonna go with this one real quick.
Yeah, can you show me how to add and remove charges as well?
Oh yeah, sorry. So like you would go in this. So imagine this charge isn't here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all in this open area, you would right click on the tablet. You would click modify charges.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So example, let's say he's using a fake license plate. You would left click on this charge, and it automatically adds it up there. Now, if you want to remove that charge, you would right click on the charge down here to remove it. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're done adding your charges here, you would flex your escape muscle, and boom, the charge is automatically right there. And for that charge, the recommended fine is 750 with 0 jail time. Now, in most cases, if they're being cooperative, let's say they're looking at jail time, if they're being cooperative and they're being honest and like nothing negative, then we cut them a deal if they plead guilty. We would reduce their sentence, but increase the fine.
Mm-hmm.
If so, then you have the whole of this little area here. So you would add their name here. So Jordan Carter. Example: if he had multiple charges, you would put the most severe one for where it says charge. You wouldn't put every single charge up here. It already has the date, which is great. You would write what happened, like example. We responded to a house robbery. You would put like my call sign, my name, the other officers that were involved. Basically, a whole general idea of what happened. So anybody who reads it, well, they know exactly what happened, even if they weren't there. That way, if it goes to court, well, the lawyer or the judge, sorry, and the lawyers and everybody, they see exactly word for word what happened, who was involved, the suspect's name, and so on. If they have hostages, you got to get the hostages' names so you can add them to the report. If there was none, you would just put N/A. Same thing for weapons. If there is none, you would just put N/A. But let's say he had a Walter. You would put Walter P99, and then you would put the serial number as well. Same thing if he had a knife. You would put the knife. Here you would put the fine, the amount for the sentence. So let's say he's looking at 1,000 months in jail. You would put 1,000 here, and then let's say he's looking at 15K for fine. You would put $15,000 fine here. Tag. So you would put like the arresting officer, his call sign, his name. Sorry. Processing officer as well, the same thing. You'd put their call sign, their name, and so on. Officers involved. So let's say there's 6 officers involved. Then you would add every single officer, so their call sign and their name, one by one. Again, civilians, so that would be the hostages if there was some. If not, then you don't really put them. Evidence, well, let's say he had a Walter, I would take a picture, post in the Discordia in the case files, and again, copy the I guess the message link, and then I would just paste it right here where it says upload URL. But always make sure that as you're doing the whole report, like, don't wait till it's all done to save it. Like, do it like quite frequently. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's been known issues where shit happens and like either you lose power in head or whatever, and then if you didn't save it, the whole report's gone. You got to start over. And once you send them off, you would left click processed, where they are blue, where they are green.
All right, that's what we were looking for. Can you explain?
Sorry, like I
report?
said, I'm really nervous in all this.
Let's go to the report tab now. So explain how to search and open an existing report.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know. I've never done an actual report, and no one's actually showed me how to do a report.
Okay.
So I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not going to waste your time. I have no idea.
Do you know?
I've done a lot of the incidents. A what?
Can you explain how to create a new report?
If I had to guess, I would click new. So let's say this was already here, right? If I click new, it would open up a new thing, just like the incidents. Put the officers that are I'm so stupid. So example, you put all the officers that were at that scene or involved in that thing. So like involved in the scene. So just like the incident report, same thing with the civilians. Let's say you robbed me, or you robbed someone. While the individual I'm speaking to that you robbed, I would put like robbery or something, whatever the situation may be. But we're gonna go with robbery for this one. I would put where it happened. So we're gonna say it happened at the Vanilla Unicorn. So it's basically like a statement. So they tell you exactly what happened. You write everything down. And again, as you're doing things, frequently hit the save button so you don't lose anything. And now let's say I got to go to an older report, right? I would like scroll down to whatever report I need to find. but a lot of the times you can search it up by the ID. So every report has an ID. Like example, this one, it doesn't show it, but if I were to actually make a report right now, it would be ID 213. And a lot of times you have to hit your refresh button here for things to actually appear here.
Okay, yep, let's head over to the Bolo tab. Can you explain how to search and opening an existing Bolo?
Yeah. Sorry, I was getting comfy. Again, so example, let's say this one's already open. You would hit the new button tab. So you would put whatever the case may have been. So like, let's say, I'm trying to figure out what kind of vehicle to use here. Example, a stupid thing. Let's say it's an EMS vehicle. License plate's D3. So the vehicle was stolen. It's used in a house robbery, or no, I don't want to use house robbery because it's all right there. It was used in a bank robbery. So let's say big bank up in Vinewood. So that's where you would put that because that's so like robbery or big bank robbery you would put for the title. You would put the plates. So let's say the plates are D3. You would put D. So like D/3, let's say, if that's what the plate number was for the EMS vehicle. The owner, so I hope you understand. So the place where it happened, so Big Bank, Vinewood, and then is it north, is it east, like which direction? You would put all the officers involved. If you have any pictures of the vehicle, you would add it here in gallery. Again, quite frequently hit the save button. For the Bolo details, that's like the license plate, the whole situation. Now, I've never had to do an actual Bolo here. Now, I've locked like license plate in the like your plate reader, but I've never actually done the whole report here. But yeah, you'd put all your Bolo details, like everything would go right. Well, I'm putting my hand there. You can't see my hand. You'd put everything right here. So that way we know what's going on with that vehicle. We know about the owner and everything. So there, it's a description of everything that just went down.
All right, let's head
Again,
over to the DMV section now.
Oh, my bad. I thought you wanted me to explain this part too. You said the what? The DMV?
DMV.
Was there a reason we're not doing the roster, if you don't mind me asking?
It is not part of the exam.
Oh, okay. No, my bad. I didn't mean to question. I was just curious.
So explain how to search vehicles and view a vehicle's profile.
Well, this one's pretty explanatory by itself. Example. So now there's two ways you can do this. You see how it says plates here for this vehicle? Now imagine we don't know the vehicle or anything, but you can either, so we pull this vehicle over in a 1080 or 1080 in a 1011. You can either search up the entire plate or you can search up the last four. And then in this case, the vehicle that I had searched up sorry about that. Yeah, the vehicle I searched my last 1011 earlier, which was 00QV, three vehicles popped up, right? So in this situation, well, the owner had given me his name, his ID, and the registration. So the rest of the plate number matched, the name matched, the vehicle matched. So I clicked on, example, I clicked on that vehicle. And then I see that there's no notes about it being stolen. I do have to ask you a question after there, but There's no notes about it being used in a crime or anything. It came back clean. So at that point, well, that's how you would search it up. That's how you would look at the information for that vehicle. If there is any notes at all for the vehicle. Something I did notice though. Why is it every vehicle I search up and they all come up green like this for stolen? Doesn't matter what vehicle I look up.
It's a
Is there a
bug in the
reason?
system.
Okay,
So,
okay. I
every
wasn't sure
vehicle.
about that, so I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how you would do that. Normally, we're supposed to add pictures of the actual cars. So,
Yeah, that
but for some reason, when I
saving it
try to save the picture, it never
does
actually
not
keeps
work.
it there.
That's correct.
Oh, okay. So that's how the DMV normally works. Now, example, let's say you impounded this vehicle, correct? I would right click on the tablet. I would click state impound. So the plate number is already there for that vehicle. The report that you did in the Discordia, you would copy and paste the link for that. The amount, so like let's say example, let's say it was an import, so you would put $500,000 right there, and it was used in just reckless evading. You would put it's in for, so you would put 24 hours because it's impounded for 24 hours. They can get it the next day, and then you would click submit.
Okay, so yeah, that is not how you impound, but that is also not part of the evaluation. So,
What do you mean? That's not how we do the impound. That's how I was taught.
who taught you to do it that way?
What's his name? I'm trying to think about his hair color.
Hold on. Got 99. Go back in service. Actually, there's 15 officers. Disregard. Where is the 99?
Schwartz. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, but that's how I was taught from him. So you do it in the actual Discordia. You have to go on their actual profile of the owner of the vehicle and add it as notes as well. But you also have to add it here as the impound.
Okay, then I will speak to him about that, but that's not the correct way.
Oh. Which way? Just the impound part here, or like the whole Discordia and then the profile and...
Got also a black and color BMW here, shooting at me now.
Status on 99.
4 units on here.
En route. I'm en route.
At the 99, yeah?
Negative, Rockford Drive.
Okay, let's see here. But yeah, I will speak with them about that, but that is not the correct way.
So what? So did I say anything that was correct for the actual impound?
You said some things correct, but the way you did it is not the way we do it.
Okay.
You want to go to the camera section now?
Yeah, I was told to never use that because apparently it's scuffed out.
It's part of the exam, so explain how to view the camera feeds from various stores and give an example of how the camera systems can be used as a police advantage.
You want an example for each camera or just in general?
Just in general.
Example. Let's say there's a bank robbery, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you got your big bank, which is on Vinewood, which is right here, these 3 cameras. We could use that to identify how many hostage takers, where they're located, how many hostages. So, it does come in handy for those type of purposes as well. so we can see the situation without putting ourselves in harm's way, if that makes sense.
So how do you view the camera?
How do you view it?
Mm-hmm.
You would click on it, left click
Okay.
on the camera, but oh, there we go. I don't know if it's loaded on your end, but
Yep,
it's somewhat loaded on mine.
Looks crystal clear for me.
All right, so obviously you can't move the camera around, but you still get a pretty good view. And now to back out, like close the camera, you would hit your backspace.
Okay.
Oh, I'm frozen.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it's bugged out like that.
I see that. Yeah.
Sorry, I do apologize.
That's fine. So just give an example of how this camera systems can be used as an advantage. And this is your last question.
We can use, well, like I said, we can use it to identify how many hostage takers, where they're located, and it's an advantage because one, instead of putting an officer to go through those doors blindsided, basically, we can prevent him or her from being in danger in the first place. We can see what kind of class, how many individuals are hostages and hostage takers, where they're located. Example, let's say all the hostage takers are at the front door, right? Then potentially, depending on the situation, we can send officers through the side door for a breach area, since you know everybody's at the front. So there's just different scenarios, different situations where it does come in handy for those reasons. So it could save our lives, like it could save the hostage taker or hostages' lives as well. Let me reboot this 5M. You want me to reshare my screen?
No. We are done with the exam now.
But yeah, the camera part is bugged out, so I do apologize.
That's fine.
At least now you know for future references, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's reloading. Whoops. I'm just waiting for the whole thing to load so I can, yeah.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
So honestly, how bad did I fuck up? Sorry, my language.
I mean, I'm trying to see what we could do here.
And I can't hear you because this damn music is loud for the intro. So just give me a second. Why does this take forever? All right, there you go. The loud intro's done. I mean, I don't think I did terrible. I also don't. I know for a fact I didn't do perfect, but I know I didn't do terrible. I have some confidence, apparently.
There you go. Yeah, just fly in. I gotta check to see what you have on you.
Yeah, I don't have any advantages on me currently.
That's fine. That's fine.
I had to
Safety
restock
first.
on some stuff, but yeah.
That's fine. I'll get out the call. We'll just talk in city, all right?
All right, no problem.
Mm.
Got the front tire? If you can.
How about that? I was waiting for you out front. I guess you switched route.
Oh my bad, I came straight back up here because I
It's
thought you were
alright.
up here, and then I was radioing you on channel 2, but you weren't answering. So I did not go get bandages or nothing, so that way you saw exactly what I had on me.
How
I
is
do
he
have to
doing
get
this?
more armor since apparently I don't have any on me currently. So I'm gonna have to go get another an extra one.
Which you guys?
10-4.
Can I get one additional unit here?
Suspect in custody.
Suspect in custody.
Get one additional unit here to where we.
But at
booked
least I'm
the
honest. I
vehicle.
could have went to the armory and restocked everything, then came up here. But
Okay, yep. Man, I mean,
how bad did I fuck up?
it's not you did bad, but you just gotta improve on some things.
379 1041.
You're gonna have to remain a cadet for now. You did not do well enough to do solo cadet.
10-4. We just had a vehicle pursuit.
What do I need to improve
taxi
on?
surface.
Break.
Red LG is still.
Break. There is a white Chrysler watching us from a distance.
The
LG,
biggest
the red
thing
and
was
black one was the one that rammed
SOPs.
me in the chase.
Which ones did I get wrong? If you don't mind me asking.
I just had a vehicle
Well,
that fell into the
okay,
water. If I can get an additional unit.
it's hard to say this. But certain things you just maybe you weren't explaining them, or maybe you were just a little nervous.
That the original.
Because I wrote down the numbers, but then once we moved on to the MDT, I erased all the numbers that I had, right? But it's all silly things like the ranks you need for the bikes and for RRU, weapon classes
Was I wrong
you got
about the
wrong.
ranks?
Yes, you're wrong about the weapons class. You're saying that the PD Glock is a class 1, but the G17 is a class 2.
No, I said the PD and the G17s are both class 1s. The beanbag
correct.
shotgun is a
That
class
is
2.
incorrect. PD weapons are considered class 2.
Well, that's a first to know.
The only weapons that are considered a class 1 is the Walter, SNS, and vintage
Do you
pistol.
need additionals?
Who's down in the water?
Any other
Yeah, see,
handgun?
I was always told even by Bronco
One
and
of the
everyone that
vehicles
our
struck my
pistols
car
are
and fell
class
into the
1.
water, but I don't see where the
So
person went.
that's why I said they were
10-4,
class
they're just
1s.
1035
So I
out of here,
apologize.
Miles.
What's your
Code
20?
4.
Do you need an additional 32?
Well, we're good here on the scene. We're good. We're clearing out.
Let's call it code 4 over here, guys.
So yeah, reasonable suspicion. There are some words that you didn't say. what you could use a reasonable suspicion
Take
for.
my cadet.
Probable cause, you have that correct. That was
Or 355 leaving
good.
us in MRPD.
So yeah, it's gonna be same traffic.
Mostly everything is just there's there's some, you got half points and you got stuff like that. I mean, you're literally 1 point away from becoming a solo cadet, and like I said, I wrote down the amount of points I was giving you.
the cadet you had.
You got about 82 of
Alright, 10-4,
106,
10-4.
which again it's not bad, but you just have to stay a cadet until we do the field training scores.
So what's the field training gonna?
So that's where we do
do
like the
for me, if you don't mind me
1080,
asking.
the 1080, 1011 code 5 stop, where we actually do it. It's not, I'm not gonna ask you what it's about. We actually, perform it and we grade you on it.
I'm a lot better with visual compared to describing things. If that makes sense.
Okay, well, we shall see.
So now you said I'm literally 1 point from being solo, correct?
That's correct.
Is there, so if we were to confirm about our pistols, if it turns out it was a class 1, would that mean I qualify for solo or no?
It would, but like
The
I
only
said,
reason I'm asking is because Bronco and everyone, even at meetings, they tell us that cadets are only allowed to use their class 1 weapons. And in that case, it would be our pistols. That's why I'm not trying to overstep you. I'm not trying to say you're wrong. I'm just going from what I was taught pretty much by everyone, you know what I mean?
No, I understand, but yeah, they're
That's why
considered
I'm
class
confused.
2s. The only weapons that are considered class 1 is a Walter SNS or a vintage pistol.
So we should maybe update our SOPs then.
Well, it shows on the penal code what a class 1 weapon is.
Well, I get the penal
Hey,
code,
Miles,
but I
you
mean,
still at
part of the
MRPD?
actual SOPs themselves as
10-4.
well, though it says
You mind
what's
processing
only
It
allowed
doesn't,
to
it doesn't
use
say
for class
carry a
1.
class
You know how
1,
to
it
do
just says carry a Glock. It doesn't
yeah,
say carry a
we'll be on the
class
way.
1,
Thank you.
right?
We don't need a 10-12.
I can't believe I'm 1 point.
Yeah, I know it's unfortunate, but just keep studying, just keep trying, and like I said, maybe once we get to the field training part of it, you'll do a little better, and then you'll be able to become a P1 or something.
I told you I was gonna fail.
You didn't fail. You just just need a little bit more practice.
How were my 10 codes? Were those at least okay?
I
know there's a few I didn't know.
Yeah, there's
like
a
the
few you
whole
didn't know.
angel and thing, but I didn't know that was such a thing. What code is that, if you don't mind me asking?
That's a code 0.
Where your head popped? I didn't realize that was the thing about the angels. I thought that was when out of character when your game crashed.
So yeah, code 0 is either when your head pops or when
379 is going to patrol on Los Santos Freeway, coming into the city.
Yeah, I knew about the head pop. I just didn't know that was the code for like the whole angel thing that you had described.
Okay, well let's get back on the streets then, Mr. Carter.
Alrighty, well, taking the time, and I'm sorry I wasted your time.
It's not a waste of time. We all got to start somewhere, sir.
So now, how long do I have to wait for part 2? Just whenever they actually do one, or?
Yeah. There's no set schedule. It's just kind of whenever we have some people to do it. You know what I mean?
Okay. I still can't believe I failed by 1 point.
No, you didn't. You didn't fail.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So yeah, just why don't you get kitted up and maybe we can
You know
ride
what?
together.
I'm probably. I did
Or-
all right though. You know what? I might not have passed a solo cadet, but I'm sure
know,
there's
you-
people
you-
who have done way worse than me.
That is very true.
I'm not going to sit here and beat myself up by 1 point. It's not worth it. At least you see the effort was there.
Absolutely.